Have you ever wondered why you still get goosebumps from Hammer horror films made decades ago? Prepare to explore why these gothic evils continue to haunt your dreams. Somewhere between a creaking staircase and the echo of a chilling whisper, vintage horror films, particularly the cult classics of Hammer Studios, have etched themselves into our collective imagination. After half a century, these movies still send shivers down our spines and make us question, why do vintage horror films still give us chills? Number 5. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, 1969. Directed by Terence Fisher and starring Peter Cushing, Veronica Carlson, Freddie Jones, Simon Ward, Thorley Walters, Maxine Otley, and George Pravda. Besides roaming the town streets in search of human body parts, Baron Victor Frankenstein is determined to prove that he can transplant the human brain.
Subscribe.
With the help of Dr. Holst and his fiancée Anna, Frankenstein kidnaps his former assistant from an asylum. Holst holds a crucial secret formula that aids in transplant experiments. Unfortunately, Holst has a heart attack, so Frankenstein moves the man's brain to another person's body to retain the needed information. Instead of debates of scientific advancement,
it is fools like you who have blocked progress throughout the ages.
Victor Frankenstein is relentless, manipulative, and capable of acts more chilling than any creature he creates. With every cold command, he reminds us that the true monster is often human, making Frankenstein's ruthlessness disturbingly contemporary and familiar. Number 4. Taste the Blood of Dracula, 1970. Directed by Peter Sasti and starring Christopher Lee, Linda Hayden, Anthony Carlin, Jeffrey Keane, John Carson, Peter Sallis, Ralph Bates, Ilsa Blair, and Glenn Wartford. 3 older gentlemen seek excitement from their boring lives.
For instance, would you be willing to sell your souls to the devil?
What exactly do you mean?
A chance encounter with Lord Courtly leads the men to an abandoned church where they decide not to participate in a ceremony to reincarnate the Prince of Darkness. But because the 3 men abuse the man soon to become Count Dracula,
Help me!
the vampire vowed that each man would meet their doom.
No.
Whip, Jamie.
Dracula, ever the symbol of seductive evil, becomes a mirror for hidden appetites. In a present-day world that still wrestles with the dangers and temptations lurking beneath polite society, Taste the Blood of Dracula resonates with fresh menace. Number 3. Horror of Frankenstein, 1970. Directed by Jimmy Sandger and starring Ralph Bates, Kate O'Mara, Veronica Carlson, Dennis Price, John Finch, Graham James, and David Prowse. A young Victor Frankenstein will not allow anyone to stop him in his pursuit of reanimation of the dead. Victor sets up his laboratory with the assistance of a college friend.
Research into what? Life, Willem. Life.
And a grave robber.
Wait until I show you what I've got for you. I'm not sure about the quality, but you won't have any complaints about the quantity, and that's for sure.
With a variety of body parts, Victor successfully resurrects a composite creature. But the monster is a less tragic figure, and more a product of Victor's casual cruelty and ambition. What haunts this film is the ease with which Victor dismisses morality in favor of personal advancement. In an era where anyone can wield power with the click of a button, the film's warning about the ease of choosing selfishness over conscience feels increasingly relevant.
Why did you do it?
Do what? Oh. A head like this would have been shared among 200 students. Now we've got it all to ourselves.
Number 2. Twins of Evil, 1971. Directed by John Hoff and starring Peter Cushing, Dennis Price, Mary Collinson, Madeline Collison, Isabel Black, Kathleen Byron, Damian Thomas, David Warbeck, and Roy Stewart. Recently orphaned, twin sisters Maria and Frida move to the home of their Puritan uncle Gustav.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Uncle, we didn't mean to offend you.
Your parents are not yet cold in their graves.
This man is a fanatical witch finder, and recently young women's lives have ended by his hand.
She is a child of the devil, but we ask thee in thy great goodness to save her soul.
Nearby is the decadent Count Karstein, who obsesses over the evil of his ancestors until the spirit of one of them turns him into a vampire. Frida is drawn to the dark nature of the Count.
For you, all pleasure should be supreme.
And the innocent die.
And additional townspeople lose their lives as evil reigns. The film reflects the duality of good versus evil, and the fragility of innocence.
Something about everyone going on trial from now on for complicity with the devil.
Even decades later, Twins of Evil lingers because true horror is not only the supernatural, but also the cruelty justified by righteous conviction. Number 1. Dracula A.D. 1972. Directed by Alan Gibson and starring Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Stephanie Beacham, Christopher Neame, Michael Coles, and Philip Miller. In 1872, vampire hunter Lawrence Van Helsing successfully drives a stake through Count Dracula's heart. Unfortunately, a follower of Dracula saves the vampire's ashes and his ring. "100 years later, in 1972, another demonic follower named Alucard gathers a group of young people together to perform a black masked ceremony.
No! Me, Johnny, me! I'll do it! Me!
Not only is Alucard's true purpose to raise Count Dracula from the dead,
I summoned you! It was my will.
but to destroy the present Van Helsing family line, which includes occult expert Vladimir Van Helsing and his granddaughter Jessica.
That's a name of his.
Alucard?
The film's enduring haunting lies in its central theme that blends with age-old terrors. Evil is timeless, always adapting, always hungry. Hammer's vintage horrors endure because they are not relics but living myths. They remind us that the monsters we conjure are only ever as distant as our desires and dreads. The fog still creeps, doors still creak, and somewhere in the velvet darkness between frames, the old fears wait to be awakened once more. Be sure to comment below with your favorite film from the era and let me know what other topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Craving more cinematic gold? Check out more vintage horror that still haunts us, if you dare.